Yes, indeed. We are here, and it is still the road to SummerSlam 2026. This is Top Rope Talk, live on the Sideline Sports and Entertainment Network. We are your hosts, Denzel Snipes. I got Undisputed Summoner right here. Real quick, got off the phone with me that you have just seen this movie you've ever seen. What was
Yes.
that? What was that all about, man?
Without spoiling it too much, it's all about Greek mythology. Um, it's incredible. Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Patrick, uh, what was his name? Dude from Robert Pattinson. Sorry. Um,
Oh, nice. Batman.
yep, Robert Pattinson, John Bernthal. Phenomenal movie. Christopher Nolan once again proves why he's one of the best, if not the greatest director of all time.
Absolutely.
Um,
Man.
it was
I have to go see the movie myself. I'm going to go see is here in about a week or so. According to your background, yeah, Spider-Man, the new joint. I'm going to see that one.
I already got my tickets
Let's
for
see.
premiere, and I actually today with the
Mm-hmm.
drop and the release of the Avengers Doomsday trailer,
Yep.
I just bought my tickets for Avengers Doomsday premiere in
Dude.
December.
Oh yeah, yeah. I watched that trailer earlier this morning. That definitely is set to light. There's three movies that definitely I'm catching before the end of 2026: the Spider-Man, Street Fighter, and Avengers Doomsday. But other than that, talk about some wrestling. I want to remind everybody to follow us on our socials. We are on Sideline Sports and Entertainment on Facebook, YouTube. You're probably watching us on YouTube right now. We're on X as well as Instagram as well. Also, check out our website at sideline-se.com. Have awesome articles and other sports and entertainment media on there as well. But we're going to go ahead and get it started because we are here to talk about wrestling. So, our SmackDown results from last Friday. So, so we have a interim women's championship that are taking place right now. It was announced that due to her knee injury, WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley will not compete SummerSlam. You saw my text message the other night, Tyler. It's like normally they would take the belt off of them, but this right here tells me that the belt off of Ripley due to an injury because she's still a huge draw. So for the first time in a very, 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 very long time, if ever, we're going to have an interim champion at the championship level for one of the titles. Rhodes Gunther ends in a no contest. Balor defeated Talatanga. Nothing really that stood.
Yeah, nothing really had stood out about SmackDown. Um, it was kind of a lackluster show. Trick and Mello had a backstage segment. Baron Corbin had a decent promo. Um, I think definitely in a way, this weekend was pretty bad for wrestling, especially when we get into the aspect of Saturday night's main event. New champs, Fatal Influence, pretty excited about that. The Roman Reigns Jalen Brunson thing was a very hard watch, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh,
Um, as we apologize for technical difficulties again. But yeah, the Roman Reigns Jalen Brunson thing was kind of a hard watch. We had Oba on the kickoff show. The best part of Saturday night's main event was Trick Williams versus Laredo Kid, which was pretty good. Um, anyways, so today, for Tyler's take, I have my top five. You
all
there?
right. Yep, I'm here. Go ahead.
All right, you want to talk about Saturday night's main event?
Um. All right. So, sorry, you guys. I had issues, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Saturday night's main event. I mean, pretty much for SmackDown, it was just an extension lead up to Saturday night's main event. Now, I'm gonna put
And
this on
Saturday
the
night's main
screen.
event was Doogie.
You know what? I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna hand it off to you. The Saturday Night Main Event results. So Fatal Influence won the tag team championships. Carl Anthony Towns debuted in WWE with a not so bad looking chokeslam to and JD McDonough. Lyra Valkyria defeated Bailey. Aldis screws Gunther, and probably the best moment of Saturday Night Main Event. And also Jalen Brunson and Roman Reigns, they had a promo in the ring. Tyrese Halliburton and Seth Rollins appeared. Tyler, I know you came across and you said that. And also, y'all look out for his article coming out too on sideline-se.com. But yeah, I know you got a lot to say about this, man. Go ahead.
Can I give 2 words to describe it?
Board.
Dog shit. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This show was not worthy of being in Madison Square Garden. This was not an MSG show. This was like you go down to your local banquet hall type show.
Yeah.
Now, the tag team match between Cody, Gunther, Punk, and Sammy was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. I don't even. I'm glad I went to see the Odyssey today because it cleansed my eyes of that garbage that I watched on Saturday.
I totally get that, and the main event was not bad. It really wasn't. I mean, Bleach Report actually rated it an A, but they probably rated an A. If Aldis had not have shown up, I think they probably would have rated it like a B- or something. But easily the best moment of the match was Aldis showing up and screwing Gunther over. And I really did like how they swerved the WWE universe, because typically whenever they tease a bigger match like a Fatal 4-Way, hey, if this team wins, it's going to be a 4-way match at SummerSlam. Typically that's the route that they go, right?
Yeah.
So but you know what? It just dawned on me that morning, and that's why I texted you guys. I said, not going to happen. Nick Aldis is going to show up and screw Gunther. And now we're getting to the Aldis versus SummerSlam. Tyler, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. I haven't seen Aldis in the ring in quite some time. I hope he grabs a hold of Danhausen's electrocution machine and reverts to Magnus. I would like that very much. Not much more I can say about Saturday night's main event, man. Not a lot that I can say. I watched a YouTube video recapping it from a YouTuber called Santi Zap. Big fan of his. And he even said, "Dear WWE, what the hell was that?"
Yeah, I can see that, because, I mean, considering the end of the event, it almost was like this was less a WWE event and more of, we're going to praise the New York Knicks using a WWE platform, and we're just going to happen to have some wrestling over here.
Yep, exactly. I'm ready to move on to my list, man, because I can't even talk about this without being depressed like that.
Well, okay, we are going to move on here. Now, I will say this much. That is, because of the events of last Saturday, because of the events from 2 years ago, even a year ago, we can pretty much expect to see Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton in the ring, maybe even both. This is just the way that we've seen it in WCW with Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman and everything like that. Pro wrestling and the NBA are like this. They are kindred spirits, So I think that is the route that they're going. If not, I wouldn't be shocked if at SummerSlam, Halliburton comes out in Rollins' corner and Brunson comes out and somehow they come to blows. But
Yeah.
But
Definitely. Again, folks, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We're gonna get into Tyler's take here. The 5 count. Um, which is the top 5 NXT Black and Gold matches of all time. Coming in at number 5, I have Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I guess I'm talking about Monday Night Raw now. Um, yeah, Monday Night Raw, not too much going on that's major tonight. We have Javon Evans and Dragon Lee versus The Vision. Should be a fun tag team match. Obafemi should be making an appearance. We also have Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. Gonna probably get some involvement with the bloodline from there as well.
Okay.
Um, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, Rollins addresses the fallout from Saturday night's main event. Fatu versus Knight, Danhausen and Gable set to appear, plus more. Um, I hope we get Oba tonight. As always, I got the
Mm-hmm.
Oba shirt on. You know how it is.
Yep.
Um, but I'm ready if you would like to move into my 5 count list.
Hey, no doubt about it. And we have reached the latter part of the program. So, but real quick before we get into the 5 count, once again, I expect this to just be an extension of the road to SummerSlam to
Yep.
add on to more storylines and everything. I don't expect a spectacular Raw. Just give me a mildly entertaining one because we all know that the show is coming up here on the 1st and 2nd of August. So
Yep.
I don't expect anything spectacular or anything like that. Just extensions of storylines. That's all. But now we're gonna go on. We're gonna move on to our Tyler's 5 count and take it away, Tyler.
Yeah, so coming in at number 5 here, we have Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, NXT TakeOver Dallas. Nakamura's unforgettable NXT debut and one of the loudest pops in NXT history. I remember watching that live, and it was absolutely amazing to see Shinsuke Nakamura come to WWE. Coming in at number 4, we have DIY versus The Revival, NXT TakeOver Toronto 2016. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championship, and it was widely considered one of the greatest tag team matches in WWE history. Coming in at number 3, we have Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, NXT TakeOver New York 2019. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Championship. It was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life, with a legendary payoff to Johnny Gargano's journey in NXT. Coming in at number 2, I had to be on this list. Bayley versus Sasha Banks, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2015. NXT Women's Championship was on the line, a landmark match that changed how women's wrestling was viewed in WWE. And coming in at number 1, I actually talked about this last week. Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia 2018. The NXT Championship was on the line. Near perfect storytelling, incredible near falls, and one of the greatest wrestling matches I have ever seen in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my 5 count list. Not too much explanation needed for those matches. Just absolutely preposterous and incredible with how good Andrade. Like, Denzel, you can come back on screen here.
Mm-hmm.
When you really think about it, and you look at it, the gap between Johnny Gargano and Andrade and the rest of the list is insane.
It is. It is. And and I will tell you this much, okay? Is you cannot tell the story of the black and gold era without the undisputed era. I
Yep.
say that is the greatest faction, graced NXT. And I would even argue a top 10 faction in WWE in the last 10 years.
Yep.
Adam Cole managed to make himself a superstar and have a cult following in WWE, never having touched the main roster. As a matter of he managed to become a superstar during the time period when it wasn't a developmental brand. It
Yep.
was known as the third brand. You know what I mean? There was even a Survivor Series where it was Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT.
Yep.
But no, most definitely a solid list. I was gonna put an Iron Survivor match on there, but that wasn't during Black and Gold. That was during the 2.0. So,
Yes.
which I'm sure you've got a 2.0 list coming, sometime in the future.
So my actual next list, which will be next Monday, will most likely be the top 5 matches of the Tribal Chief era.
Ooh, okay. Okay, indeed. All right. Well, with that being said, we have reached the end of this program. Everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in to Top Rope Talk. Shout out to
Sean
our guy
Russi.
Sean Russi, and we will see you all next week for more Top Rope Talk. Later.
Later.